Ready to know the direction of the day for the world's most traded forex pair? Well, welcome to this live stream. My name is Gani and this is Dominate Online. So basically what I always do every morning, my local time, I actually jump onto the charts to basically share with you guys what I think or what I believe the direction for that particular day is going to be like based off my exact strategy that I trade on the daily basis. So basically, that's what I'm going to be doing on this beautiful day of the 16th of July 2024. So welcome in case you're just joining us right now. Yes, I always do this on a daily basis, and if you've been an ardent follower of the channel, you basically know that I've been on this space for closely to 5 years now. It's around 5 years, and I promise to always be bringing you the very best, yes, on Dominate Online. So, looking at this day, which is the 16th of July 2024. So basically, the Euro USD, which is the pair that I trade. Yes, guys, I only trade one pair, and I've been trading this particular pair for the last over 1 year. So I've found this to be profitable using my exact strategy that has a 50% win rate. Yes, guys, it has a 50% win rate. And when it comes to the risk to reward, it actually has a 1 to 4 risk to reward ratio. So I always squeeze it to this 1 to 4. But if you're someone who is very conservative, you can always use it as a 1 to 3 risk to reward type of strategy. So basically, that's what I'm going to be doing on this beautiful day, which is the 16th. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for whoever is joining in. Thank you guys, because right now we are just about to actually get into the strategy to basically enable you guys know what the direction for this day is going to be like on the Euro USD. So I'm going to be sharing that just in a bit. So, but before we even get there, I would like to actually tell you guys that with the game of trading, if you are trading the financial markets, this is a game of probabilities. So nothing is assured. You're not going to be entering a trade and saying, this must be a winner. That's not how this game works. You evaluate yourself after a series of trades, and that's how you find your edge in the market. So if you are a trader, if you are looking to actually get into trading, this must be at the back of your mind. So let's get into it, and I would also like to actually share with you what this strategy is like. And for this particular strategy, I actually utilize the daily candle. This is the type of strategy I trade. I use the daily candle to basically enable me get the direction for the day. So how I use this daily candle is that when you look at, let's say, the previous day, which was yesterday, the 15th, it basically leaves an area of interest somewhere. This could be equal highs. This could be a fair value gap. This could be an order block. So price usually likes, actually, for example, on this day, which is the 16th, price usually likes tapping back into that area of interest, and then it continues in the other direction. So I always trade off this, and I've told you guys I've been able to trade this strategy for slightly over a year now. So that's the strategy, and I'm going to be jumping into it. And in case you're new here, please do consider subscribing. Also, if you do find some value from this live stream, please give this live stream a like, because that goes a long way. It really helps out the channel. And also, you can go as well, and you can go ahead and share this live stream maybe with a friend that usually struggles with the daily bias for the day. So I'll be getting that right in a minute. I'll be getting into that exactly. So let me try and share with you guys my screen so that you guys can see exactly the type of strategy that I'm trying to tell you guys about or what I'll be looking at for this particular day. So let me share my screen just in a bit so that you guys can be able to see what I'm seeing on my end. So with the strategy, this is my strategy. You can see right here, I've traded it from May of last year. That was 2023. So I basically traded this strategy, and you can see when it comes to months, I'm always having green months, guys. So that's the type of strategy. It does not have crazy gains. People sometimes do promise you that you're going to add maybe 20%, 30%, 40% on your equity on every month. Each month you're going to be adding on those kinds of gains. That's not the crazy gains we're talking about here. Here we are talking about the real thing, because you'll find or realize later that many of those guys that tell you that, they are scam artists. And when you see right here, you can see this is my monthly percentage gain. So you can see I added 5% onto my equity. Then this month gave me a 6%, a 7%. Then August gave me a 1%, September a 5%, October a 23%, guys. And then when it came to this year, which is 2024, I had an 18% in January. Then February had a 4%, March a 7%, April a 25%, May a 12%, and then June, which was just the previous month, we had a 5%. So that's the type of strategy I'm sharing with you guys, for you to be able to know the direction for the day, so that you trade wisely as you actually carry on your trade for this particular day, which is the 16th of July 2024. So basically this is it. And when it comes to my routine in the morning, I basically do various things. If you actually know, personally, I'm more of a technical trader, but I always like to know what some of the fundamentals are saying in the market. I would like to always get to be in the know, to basically equip myself with what I might expect, or what I should expect in the market when it comes to the fundamentals, because sometimes fundamentals do drive the market. So the website I like checking out before I actually enter any type of trade, the website is Bloomberg. So I like checking out Bloomberg to basically give me some insight into what the market, what they're basically writing about the market, and my particular pair, which is the Euro USD. So when I come to that website, you can see this is it. So I like to go straight onto my currency that I trade, or my currency pair that I trade, which is the Euro USD. So I'll be checking out that just in a bit. So this is Euro USD right here. So let me try and see the kind of related news my pair does have for today. So I'll come know what exactly they are saying about this pair. So let me try and okay. So you can see there's some news right here. So you can see Trump names Vance as VP pick, Powell sees inflation confidence. So basically, that's what they're saying. That these guys are Bloomberg. So this is fairly good news for the U.S. Remember, over the weekend we had that major news that dropped, and yesterday I gave my prediction that I expect this week to be a bullish week. So that's something I'm looking at, because probably that wasn't very good news for the US dollar after that assassination attempt on the presidential candidate Donald Trump. So they tried assassinating him, and that's not something that is very good for the currency, or basically for the economy. So many of the investors that would be willing to actually invest in such a country, they kind of pull back, because it creates that kind of news creates uncertainty when it comes to investment. So basically that's the news, and it's not any major news. if you can actually look at the wider perspective or the macro kind of level, it's not major news. So that's the kind of news that is there on USD. So I don't see any other news when it comes to the euro. So I'll be okay with that. So then, without further ado, right now, let's jump into the chart. Let me try and show you what I'll be looking at or the things I'll be looking out for on this Euro USD. So for today, which is the 16th of July, the thing I'll be looking out for is actually since this is the previous day, this right here, since this is the previous day. So what I'm looking at price doing is actually taking out this particular order block right here. So this yesterday created this order block, but when I see this is just about these are just about 10 pips from this other previous day, which was the Friday 12th July. So there's just a small measurement when it comes to pips from this order block to this order block. So preferably price always would like to first take out this particular order block, and then it turns into the other direction. If that doesn't happen, so basically, this is what I'm trying to say. So I expect price for today to actually, if it is to come, it would come all the way in that price to do this. Remember, guys, this is a game of probabilities. This is what I think, or this is what I feel price might do, because I base this off my strategy. So maybe before we even get there, let me try and show you what I mean by the daily candle. So let's try and look at the daily candle for you to understand what I'm trying to say. So when you look at the daily candle right here, so for example, yesterday's daily candle, this was it. So price using this daily candle, price actually tapped into it opened right here. We had a new week opening gap. Price opened right here. Then it came tapped into. We had equal lows right here for the previous day, which was Friday 12. It tapped into the equal lows that were there. So it tapped into those equal lows. Remember, this is something I called out yesterday. If you were on yesterday's live stream, I called this out in real time. So you guys remember what I exactly said yesterday. So it actually took out these equal lows that were here, and then it formed an inversion fair value gap, which I like entering on. So once it did that, then price started reversing in the opposite direction. I call that out. So basically, price had an open, then it created a high, then the low. So it had an open, it created a low, then a high, and then finally we had a price close right there. So this is how I trade, guys. So it is where I base my analysis for the day. So coming back to today, which is the 16th, I've told you guys what I expect in the market is for price to basically take out this particular level right here. I expect price to actually come take out this level, which has an order block on. So once price has taken out this level, then I expect it to turn in the other direction. So hope you guys do follow this, because always happens on or in most cases. So then I would expect price to actually come tap into this area of interest right here. So when you see the previous day, which was 15th, it actually left a fair value gap right here. So that becomes our area of interest. So if price doesn't do this, then I would expect price to come tap into this fair value gap right here. So once it has tapped into this fair value gap, so price I expect it to come, tap into this fair value gap right here. And then this is what I'll be looking at. So those areas that I'm looking to actually react off of. So I'm basically a type of person who just reacts off levels. So once price has done something, then I react to what price has already done. So I don't try to assume or imagine for the market. I react off what price has actually done. So the areas I'm looking at when it comes to turning points, so I'm looking at this level right here, which is 1.09066, or the other area that price might react or might turn, and then I make my reaction is this area right here, which is 1.08636. So those are the two areas that I'll be looking at. So basically, once price gets there, then I try now to actually, react, and how I do make my entries. So if you're very keen right now, you can see that when it comes to analysis, I analyze the market using this 1 hour time frame, and it is a very, very simple kind of strategy. So my analysis, I base it off the 1 hour time frame, and then when it comes to my entries, I do enter using the 5 minute time frame. So basically, that's how simple the strategy is, and how I enter on that 5 minute time frame is basically waiting for an inversion fair value gap. So in case, let's say, price gets to this level and it takes it out, then I look to actually find an inversion fair value gap when it has formed. So I basically look out for an inversion fair value gap to this upside. Then once it forms, I do make my entry. And then when it comes to my stop loss, I do use a 10 pip stop loss. And then for the take profit, on average, price always at least moves 30 pips a day. So I always look to actually use a 30 pip stop take profit as I actually look for my target. So I do trade this mechanically, and whether price hits it today or it hits it the next day, usually it actually always hits it the first day. If it doesn't hit the first day, then maybe the next day price would hit that take profit. So this is how I trade, and I've been trading this for more than a year, guys. I've gathered enough data to actually support my strategy. So if I share with you this, you know that what I'm actually saying is correct. So for those that watched yesterday's live stream, I'm sure you remember me calling out these equalizers that once they are taken out, price is going to reverse in the other direction. And that's exactly what price did yesterday. So if you are keen to, if you're someone who's been on today's live stream, please do be very vigilant when price gets to these levels. There's this level right here. It's where I'm looking at probably reacting of what price will do, or this other level right here. If price gets to this level, and I look at the open, high, low, and then close. So that's how I do it, and I've done this. It's been available in the market. As I tell you guys, you should be someone who trades only one thing. That's how you find profitability. And then once you find profitability in that one thing, then you do maybe you can diversify your capital, maybe look onto other things like maybe another pair. Try test it out, test out another pair first. For these sweeps, according to me or according to the rules I set myself, I want this sweep right here to happen at least between 2 a.m. New York time up to about 10:59 a.m. New York time. So the sweep, I want these areas to be swept at least within that time. If the sweep doesn't happen within that specified time period, then I'm not trading for that day. So those are the strict rules I put for myself. So if it doesn't happen, then I do not trade that day. So that's how rigid my rules are. So once it has not happened in the time specified, then I do not take an entry for that particular day. So once you have these kinds of rules in place, then that's how you're going to be actually becoming profitable. Then the other rule around this, then when it comes to the entry, I can enter at least from 2 a.m. New York time up to about 8:30 or 8:29 New York time. Basically, this is how I trade, and this strategy has been able to make me profitable in the markets, guys. So basically, this is what I'll be looking out for today. So you can go ahead and use the same outlook or the same prediction of price or the same call on the direction of price for this particular day. And guys, remember to always use good risk management. So if you do not use good risk management, then obviously you will not turn profitable. So manage your risk very well. Do not over leverage. Don't use a wrong lot size. For example, there are those execution errors. Maybe you want a 0 point, maybe 5 lot, and then you instead enter 5 lots. Do not make these kinds of execution errors. Maybe you want to go for a buy and then instead you make a sell. So these are errors you need to always first look out for before you enter any trade. Guys, always do pay attention to detail. Once you do this, then definitely you are going to be able to turn profitable in these markets. Take your time, enter your trade, and then let it run, let it play. Do not micromanage that trade, because this only affects your psychology. If you do micromanage your trade, always checking on maybe after 1 minute, 2 minutes, you're always checking on, just set it and leave it. Go do other things. Have other hobbies to do within your day. Once you do this, then you will definitely be able to work on your psychology, guys. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much for whoever has turned into this live stream today. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you taking your time and joining me on this live stream or on these live streams. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day trading.